Hello, friends. Today's topic the delay nobody could explain until the master found the real leak. Why are we losing time on every port call? The question hung in the air inside the master's office. The vessel had just completed her third consecutive voyage with operational delays. Nothing serious, nothing reportable, nothing dramatic. Yet, somehow, the ship was always behind schedule. A few hours lost during cargo operations, a few hours lost during paperwork, a few hours lost during maintenance, a few hours lost during crew handover. Individually, none of them seemed important. Collectively, they were becoming expensive. The owner were asking questions. The charters were asking questions. The operators ashore were asking questions. And nobody had a clear answer. The master decided to investigate. Not the machinery, not the weather, not the cargo, the people. For the 1 week, he observed everything. At first, nothing looked unusual. The bridge team was competent. The engine team was experienced. Cargo operations were normal. Safety standards were maintained. Yet, something felt wrong. Then he noticed a pattern. The chief officer would start a task. A phone notification arrived. Attention shifted. A discussion started. The task paused. The second officer prepared voice documents. An interruption came. The work stopped. The engine department planned maintenance. A small request arrived. The schedule changed. Nobody was lazy. Nobody was incompetent. Nobody was intentionally wasting time. But everybody was leaking attention. Small interruptions, small distractions, small delays. Repeated hundreds of times, the master called a meeting. He stood in front of the officers and drew a small circle on the whiteboard. What is this? He asked. A hole, someone replied. The master nodded. If this hole appeared below the waterline, we react immediately. Everyone agreed. Then he drew 50 tiny dots besides it. What about this? The room stayed silent. The master smiled. These are more dangerous. The officer looked confused. He continued, one hole gets attention, 15 tiny holes get unnoticed. The room became quiet because everyone suddenly understood the problem was never the weather. The problem was never the machinery. The problem was never the cargo. The problem was fragmented attention. Every interruption looked harmless. Every delay felt justified. Every distraction seemed small. But together they were stealing performance from the entire vessel. The next voyage looked different. The bridge team created protected focus periods. Maintenance planning became structured. Meeting became shorter. Non-essential interruptions reduced. Crew members started finishing one task before starting another. The result surprised everyone. No new equipment, no additional crew, no expensive software, no operational miracle, just fewer leaks. The vessel completed the next voyage more efficiently than any voyage that year. And the lesson stayed with the master long after the voyage ended because he realized the same thing applies ashore. Operators lose attention, manager lose attention, entrepreneurs lose attention, students lose attention, families lose attention. Rarely because of one major problem, usually because of hundreds of tiny ones. We protect bunker, we protect cargo, we protect schedules. But how often do we protect our attention? Because attention determines decision, decision determines action, action determines results, and result determines the future. The most dangerous leak on the ship is not always below the waterline. Sometimes it is hidden inside daily habits. Sometimes it is hidden inside unnecessary meetings. Sometimes it is hidden inside notifications. Sometimes it is hidden inside our inability to say one simple word no. Every yes creates a hidden no. Yes to distraction, no to progress. Yes to interruptions, no to focus. Yes to everyone else's priority, no to your own future. The best master understands something simple. You cannot control the ocean, you cannot control the weather, but you can control where your attention goes. And often that changes everything. So, before your next voyage, ask yourself one question: what is the biggest leak in my day? And more importantly, am I fixing it or am I simply getting used to it? Thank you.